Good evening, everyone. This is Michael Price, Priceless Possibilities. Excited to have another Thursday training call. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday is February 27th, 2014. We're almost at the end of February. Can't believe it. Going by quickly. So thank you so much for investing your time to be on these trainings, especially now that we're doing the Google Hangout trainings. Now that we're doing the Google Hangout trainings, you can watch these, of course, at any time. They'll be saved within a minute, maybe seconds, literally, of this being over. So let me click on the link while I'm thinking about it and post that link for you guys. So that link you should be able to see now is there. And speaking about Google Hangout, in case you guys aren't aware of it, I've been using GoToWebinar for many years, probably 4+ years, maybe 5, paying $99 a month, so roughly $1,200 a year. It has a limit of 1,000 people a month, 1,000 people a webinar. And if they had any issues, which they did quite often, a lot of times they weren't recording. If they got interrupted in the middle of the call, then I would lose everyone. Well, I bought a product called Webinar Jam from Mike Filsaime, who now has partnered with Andy Jenkins. And this is an amazing product because it puts a front-end marketing system in front of Google Hangouts. So I just tested it for a month. I canceled GoToWebinar about 2 months ago, and instead of paying $99 per month for this, and then I have to go through this whole process of processing the recordings to get them out to you, now they're automatically saved, and just takes me very, very little time. So long story short, I'm sharing all that with you because when they launched Webinar Jam in December, they had a special offer for a lifetime fee of just $297. And to me, that was absolutely ridiculous. They had it, I don't know, for maybe 7-8 days, something like that, and then they took it off, and then they went to $297 per year. I'm sharing all this with you because I just noticed today, this morning, that they're advertising this now for back for the next, I think, 7 days at $297 lifetime. So again, webinars are awesome. The ability to do what I'm doing right now with the Google Hangout, have it saved immediately, but to have a front-end marketing system, and I'm not even using a fraction of the things that they can do, for a lifetime fee is something that if you're serious about marketing, I would highly encourage you to consider. I am an affiliate. I don't have my affiliate link with me. If you're interested, let me know. You can be an affiliate when you buy the product if you're interested. I think they pay out like 40% commission, something like that. So you'd make about $120 on the sale. Now, as you know, those of you that have known me, I don't put affiliate offers out very often at all. Maybe in the last 3-4 years, maybe I've done 5 or 6 of them. So this is a product that I bought that even if they didn't have an affiliate program, I'd tell you about it, but because they do, I'd rather put the money in our pocket if you guys want to buy it. What I am willing to do is, for anyone that wants to buy it through us, is I will create a video on how to use it. How is it working for me and what specifically do I do. They have a lot of videos. But I just found it a whole lot easier to say, oh, here's what I found I needed to do in the shortcuts. Okay, so that's totally separate. I want to acknowledge you again, all of you that are showing up here for the training live, because like I said, you can show up and watch this at any time. So I invite you, since you're live, to chat. There's a chat, should be a chat little box there. If you have any questions, something you want to see covered. Oh, JC said I went away. Can you confirm, first of all, can you guys, I like to do that every week, can you please confirm that you can see me and hear me? Because I'm going to try and pack a lot in. I'm going to go fast. I need to keep this to about an hour. So would someone please confirm that you can see me and hear me? Just type in the chat window. Alan, can you do that? Or Carlton, Dwight, JC, Rick, a lot of you guys there. Please confirm Okay, good. Rick says all good. Thank you. So let's get started. I'm going to share with you, let me show you something from Skype, a Skype message I got. And here we go. Let's see, Skype message. So I'm going to show you a Skype message I got from a gentleman named Kevin Campbell. Kevin's been in the industry a long, long time. He just Skyped me about an hour ago, 1 hour ago roughly. This is live. He says, all caps, I really like the new big ticket training and the fast start program. That is exactly what we needed. So what is that? Well, I'm going to talk to you about that tonight, but let me show you something else. An email. Let's open up the email. So come back over here, and this is an email that I received again this afternoon, today. I get all kinds of great stuff every day. It's nice that this was 2:42 this afternoon. This is from Jeff Gardner. Now, Jeff Gardner is someone, again, I met 7 years ago, back in 2007, at a $12,000 mastermind group that I joined with Russell Brunson. It was limited to 18 people, and again, it was $12,000. Jeff was one of the other participants. He had been in direct mail for about 15 years at the time. He's done a lot of things online. He's made millions of dollars. Just a really great guy, very, very talented. And I'll talk about this again, this $497 product that I just showed you, Skype message from Kevin Campbell. So here's Jeff's message to me. Hey, Michael, thanks for the call the other day. I gave him a call yesterday. I'll talk about that. It says, I like the new name of the product, Master Traffic Academy. And that's because I was telling him that Neil wanted to keep it called the premium package. This is a product we're coming out with, or the Power Lead system is coming out with, I should say. And we'll be doing what we can to make it look great. Kevin's an old timer. Oh, Jeff said, sweet. Kevin's an old timer in the industry. What Jeff is that? Jeff, would you, Carlton, good to see you there. JC, okay, you see me now. Carlton, see and hear me, Jeff. What Jeff said that on the training? All I see is your first name. So anyway, so he says, sounds hot, and the $497 price tag will be awesome. So Neil was saying, hey, let's just keep calling it the premium package because that's what we've been talking about. And my viewpoint was, no, we've got to give it a name that has something to do with what it's all about. People need to know what it is. Jeff felt the same way, and he sent an email to Neil, and because of his email, Neil totally agreed, and so Neil came up with the idea of Master Traffic Academy, which I really like. So I'll tell you in a little bit what it is and what that means to you. Sounds hot, and the $497 price tag will be awesome. We had talked about turning my 2 reports into viral reports. So I'm going to show you those in just a second here. And those, oh, Jeff Gardner, oh, you're live. Okay, I'm talking about you. I didn't realize you were on the call. Yes, you definitely help. And I'm using your email, obviously, as you know, and I'm sure you don't mind. I probably should have asked you, but he's attached it to the email. So I'm going to show you these reports that I printed out. Jeff is great at his ability to create. He's created a lot of viral reports. His viral reports and his ability to rebrand them for his team has enabled him to be a #1 distributor in a company. So what you're getting, well, I'll just start spilling some of the beans here. What's going to be in this $497 product called Master Traffic Academy is a product developed by Jeff. So that alone would be well worth $497, but we're not going to stop there, and I'm going to let Jeff later talk about it. Someone just asked a question, are we still grandfathered in for your 1997? Yes, you are. So those of you, I need to tell Neil that has to happen because that was my commitment to you. I'm not saying this product, by the way, is replacing the premium package that we had talked about for a while, coming out at $99 a month, or $997 for the year, or $1997 lifetime. But just like, what is it, Webinar Jam having a lifetime price on a product, which to me is absolutely absurd, $297 for their product. I jumped on the lifetime, and so we will very likely still be doing that, or at a minimum coming out with another product that will very likely be in the $997 price range. okay? But for this first product that we're coming out with, those of you that are certified trainers with us won't be paying that $497 price point, okay? Thanks, Rick, for asking. So, and Rick, would you confirm which Rick that is? We have several Ricks. Is that Rick Canali, Rick Lewag? Okay, so I'm going to show you these reports in just a minute that Jeff wrote. One's called The 7 Biggest MLM Mistakes and How to Avoid Them. The other one's 61 Ways to Get Endless Leads and Traffic. So here's Jeff's ideas, and look at the spirit of this guy. He's awesome. Feel free to edit, add to, etc. for the package. Here's an idea. I think that getting 10 to 25 MLM reports on leads, tricks, tips, strategies would be cool, i.e. 7 secrets to getting MLM leads on YouTube, insider secrets to Facebook recruiting, etc. I totally agree. We've got 36 reports. I don't know if you're familiar with those. Those are a little different, Jeff, so I'll have a separate conversation and show you those later. Make them all rebrandable with the person's opportunity link. We can definitely do that. What does that mean? That means at the bottom of every page we can have the distributor's contact information and a link to either their, very likely, their primary business. Okay. Oh, Rick Dwyer. I'm sorry. We've got quite a few Ricks. Glad to see you, Rick. Rick was at a live event when you were one of the very, very, very first people that we ever talked to about the Power Lead system, Rick. And I got to say, you know, Rick was so full of enthusiasm about a lot of things. He was over the top when we first talked about the Power Lead system, and I just thought, well, he's just an enthusiastic guy. Well, now I understand that, you know, it's not just him that's really excited about it. So anyway, the rebrandable part is that at the bottom of every page we could have a link that says, you know, to learn more about my business, click here. And it could be their primary business, whatever they're promoting. Someone's promoting Empower Network or some coffee business or health product, whatever it is, or a link to their Power Lead system site. Okay? Then create a simple lead capture page. You gave me an example, and I downloaded that, by the way, and we can definitely do that, Jeff. You'll see the page on the video. Okay, so then it could either be a bonus for the regular PLS, part of a higher level monthly deal if you launch a higher residual component, part of Master Traffic Academy, or a rebrandable ebook module people can buy separately and unlock. That's probably the only one that I'm not seeing is that, because I want to make this something that's extra, that's a bonus. Very likely will include certain ones with Master Traffic Academy. And then what I'm thinking, again, we want to write this by Jeff and Jeff Mills and Neil and a bunch of other top marketers. Say, hey, when we come out with the $997 product, we want to show people that there was so much value in the $497 that they're going to be excited to get on board for the $997 just for the product alone. But then the commissions on top of that, that's really huge. He says, I just know people love these rebrandable ebooks, but I've never tied them into any lead capture page system. If you give them a package of these to work with really awesome covers, and we will do that. Our graphic designer just got married 2 days ago, so he should be back at work either tomorrow or Monday, and we're going to create some really nice covers and images for you know, for the audios that look like, you know, DVDs and things like that. It's going to be really, really attractive. Very, very excited. And rebrandable with any opportunity could be a very, very hot offer. So anyway, just an idea. It's not just an idea, it's a great idea. So let me show you. Thank you very much. By the way, Jeff, and oh, okay. I'm showing. All right, I can go back to myself here. Let's see if you see this right here. I printed this out before, the 7 biggest MLM mistakes and how to avoid them. Now, what's great about this is, you know, if someone's in a home-based business and you have a report like the 7 biggest MLM mistakes and how to avoid them, we talk about, or Jeff wrote this, and I wrote something similar to this in another ebook that I wrote that's a lot longer. So Jeff, I'm going to want your input and others to see what to do with that. But his mistake number 1 is you don't capture leads, and that's absolutely a fact. You know, I showed on the Google Hangout last night for the Power Lead system that the average person, let's see if I can show my screen here for, where is it? Let's go. I'll just go over here and I'll just type in Isagenix.com. Isagenix.com. Well, let's copy this whole URL. But Isagenix.com. And I'll show my screen. And here's the point about it. Waiting for the page to refresh. There we go. Okay. So I'm not picking on this company. I just selected Isagenix out of the blue because it's been a company that's been around for over 10 years, got a lot of people doing well, probably a lot of people not doing well. But here's the key point. There's nothing on this site to motivate me to give them my contact information. If I go here under products, they've got all different kinds of products. They've got categories for weight loss. They've got anti-aging products, skincare products. So these are different, these products, a skincare product is an entirely different product, the need for it, than someone that needs anti-aging product. And there's just not just one, there's a whole bunch of them, as opposed to a weight loss product. So what's my point? Well, rather than take the time to do this, well, I'm just going to type in, I'll just show you how to do it. No, wrong admin area, sorry. Where is this? Okay. You know what? I think I didn't open up the right admin. So, oh, here it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So hopefully you're seeing my admin area. So we have what we call the floating capture form. That's our official name for it. Hopefully all of you are familiar with it. You just put your mouse on capture leads, come down to create lead capture pages, and over here I'm going to actually do what we call a simulator. Okay, so for the simulator, and you know what, let me just pick another company. Well, I'll just do Google.com. Okay, we all know Google, right? So you just type in the website address for that company, this website address, click on submit, and now it's going to create a simulator. A simulator means a website address, so it's Google and then my default domain name on my account. And when I click on that, I'm going to go to Google.com. So you're going to see Google.com come up. Here it comes. And then right after that, our floating capture form right on top of it.
Would you like
okay?
to substantially...
So let me pause it. Let me go over this, guys. This is mega huge. Okay? Now, in order for someone to see this, they need to go to the website address that we just created, which you can see up there in the address bar, google.powerleadsystemforyou.com. Now, how difficult was that for me to create that? Okay, I just typed that in and hit the submit button. I mean, it took seconds, right? And then when I'm on the phone with someone, the reason why I call this our wow feature is because, I just asked someone, well, do you have a website? Yes, I do. What's your website address? They give it to me. Are you in front of your computer? Yes, I am. They go there. I give them this unique website address. They see their website come up, and then right afterwards, they see this form show up on top of it. Now, let me tell you what this form does. Okay? Number one, you can put whatever text you want at the top here. There is the share feature, so anyone that sees this, if they want, they can just click and post the URL to this page on Facebook and get viral exposure. There's 294 plus these about 300 different social media sites right there. So you don't want to overlook that. That's huge. This close feature down here, this is purely optional. If you don't want that close link there, this form will act like a lead capture page. People will see what's behind it, but they won't be able to get past the opt-in form unless they opt in. And when I scroll down here, you can select whatever fields you want. We have a library of fields, or you can literally type in your own. You want to know someone's shoe size. You type in the word shoe size in the field, and they'll have shoe size instead of whatever field as an example. Okay. Now you can easily put whatever headline and subheadline. Put whatever video you want here, whatever text you want underneath here, and just imagine something like this. I shared this concept with someone and they were blown away. The average I'm picking distributors in a network marketing company because that's the report I was just showing you from Jeff. The 7 biggest MLM mistakes and how to avoid them. Well, number one was you don't capture leads. But how do you capture leads if you have a website? You know, let's say your website was like Google.com, and it's not prompting someone to you give them your contact information, right? Well, here's the key: is with this, you know, what I had shared with someone is, why do most distributors not share their business opportunity? Because they're uncomfortable leading with their business opportunity. So what if you could lead with, if you look on Facebook, here's what I like to do. I like to look at what are the things that are, you know, trending. What are the things that people are doing a lot of, and their videos. There's certain videos that I see showing up over and over and over. And all you need to do, if I went to YouTube right here and I typed in, you know, most popular videos, or pet, you know, pet's a big thing, pet videos, okay? And I type in most popular pet videos, I'm going to see a list, and some of these have, you know, 30,000 views, 300,000 views. I'm actually shocked. I'm not finding, for some reason, ones that are millions. Usually I get the ones that have millions. Okay, here's one down here. Top 10 best pet dogs, 1,233,000. Okay, it's 1 minute. So what if I were, and you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this on the training. I'm going to click on the video, show you how to do this. I'm going to pause it here as soon as it starts. I don't actually need, I just want it to start so you see it. Okay, I can skip this.
One of the best ways to take care of yourself and your family is to make sure everyone has the right health insurance. That's all.
Okay, the commercial's done. I just want to see the frame for the first thing so you see it. Okay, there we go. Now, to share this or get this particular video, all I got to do is click on share. And once I click on share, I'm going to click on embed. And then I'm going to put my mouse in this little form here, right click and copy. So what am I doing? I'm copying the YouTube code for this YouTube video called the top 10 best pet dogs. Okay? Now I'm going to come back over here to my admin area, and this time I'm going to come over here to capture leads, create lead capture pages, but this time I'm going to create a floating capture form. Why? Because when I simulate, when I do a floating capture form simulator, then in step 4, one of the choices we have is you know, your floating capture forms, and the one that automatically showed up is the only one that we have there right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to create my own floating capture form, and I'm going to show you that you can do that really, really quickly, really, really easily. Okay, so here's a big green button. There's a video. If you don't know how, watch the short video. Click here to create a new floating capture form. And then what I'm going to do is I can either copy the existing one, and that makes it really easy. So once you've created ones that you like, you can just copy them, click go, and make a couple changes. You can really create these in a minute or less. But I'm going to show you from scratch. So I'm going to say, hey, let's create one that I'm going to design, and I click the go button. Okay? Now, then I'm going to give it a title. So I'm going to call this one top 10 best pet trick. I think they call it tricks, right? What was it? It was top 10 best pet dogs. Pet dogs, okay. Top 10 best pet dogs. Okay, so now I know what it is. Now, do you want to show the survey or not? Well, yes, I can. And then you get to choose what fields are mandatory or not. Or this is like I was saying, you want to say, hey, do you have a pet? I could click here and create a custom field if I want to. I'm not going to do that for this. I'm just going to leave first name and email as mandatory, and I'm going to put phone as optional. So I'm going to have first name, email, and phone. Now, I then could come down here and choose an autoresponder campaign from my drop-down list, or first, what you might want to do is come over here to email, voice, text, come to email, and create your email campaign. Okay, we've got the ability to create unlimited email campaigns, and hey, that's worth $30 a month alone right there. Okay, so now I'm going to come down, and just for the sake of this, I'm not going to do that. And then, okay, oh, then there's a little want this on your site. So I'm not going to go into all the details of that. Where is my, is it here? No, that's the wrong one. let me see where that page is. The floating capture form on Google was over here, and yeah, let's just show it here. So there is this link here, want this on your site. Now you can have that on your site or you can remove that, but if you want that on the site, I know one client as an example, he put this on his blog and he had like a 40% increase in opt-ins in the very first month putting this on his blog. But because he also had this want this on your site, he had 3 people. He had 3 people in the very first month click on this and go sign up. Okay, so he had a 40% increase in his opt-ins. Plus, he had 3 new clients click on this want this on your site. So over here in the admin area, you get the choice to decide where do you want that to go. Okay, and you can either do not show it or, oh, we only have the sign up page. So I'll have to look at what other examples we can have there because this is different for Power Lead System. Don't worry about this, add this. Now, how often do you want this to display? Do you want this to show up every certain number of visits, or always every time they go there, or once every day, or however you want that to work out? Okay, I'm going to leave the default here. And then, are people required to fill out the opt-in form before viewing your website? The default is no, but again, if you click yes, what that means is this close link over here, that's going to go away. And that's really, really important because now it really acts like a lead capture page, but instead of being a full lead capture page, it's like a mini lead capture page on top of your web page behind it. Okay, so that's what that option is. I'm going to leave it at no, and then you can resize it if you want. Just change the dimensions. I'm not going to mess with that for now. Save changes to my floating capture form. So now I'm going to come over here to the next step, and this is where the title step A is in the black border at the top. So over here, if you look at A, B, C, D, E, and F, we show you where these text boxes A, B, C, D, and F correspond to what we have over here. So if I want to say, you know, share this if you love pets, okay? And then, you know, make great money sharing videos, okay? And this, I'll go back to my point, and then I can put my subheadline here, and then this is the text that goes above the opt-in fields. I say whatever I want there. I can have a PS and a PPS. If I don't want it, I just remove it. And PPS, you know, enter. Okay, you know, please share with others if you like this. Okay, so I'm encouraging people here to share this. So I come down, click Save Changes. This is difficult. Guys, this is really, really easy. It's point, click, and type. And now, do I want a video? Yes, I do want a video. I want a video from another site like YouTube. Remember, I was over here at YouTube. I just typed in most popular pet videos. Pick videos that are viral. Why? Because when you pick a video that's viral and now you put it on that floating capture form, you're going to get people that might share that on their Facebook site, and now you're going to get a lot of viral free exposure. Okay, so I looked up a video that I wanted. I clicked on the share link over here, and then I clicked on the embed link over here. I put my mouse inside this box here, and I right-clicked and copied the code. And now I'm going to come back over here and say I want to use a video from another website like YouTube, or we've got videos in our own library. So I just say Save Changes and move to the next step. And then once I've done that, now I'm going to put my mouse inside this box, right-click and paste in that YouTube code. Tell it that I want my video to start automatically because I'm not a programmer, so I just click that little button, Save Changes, and now I'm done. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, there's this thank you page. We have a default one, or you can choose something else. I'm just going to leave the default for the sake of this training. And now you can view it, and let me show you what else. So I'm going to click here to view it. So you're going to see this show up. Here it comes. So here's the floating capture form that I just created. Ah, you know what? I've got a video behind it, so it doesn't look the greatest there, and that happens very rarely. But let me go and show you this instead of testing it here. I'll show you this on another web page. So first of all, we come back here. I can come back and edit it if I want to. All these links up here are clickable. They call this a cookie crumb in programming. It just means you can click on it and go there right away. So if I want to go right to the video location, change my video, I just click there. Okay? Or if I, any of that. Now, if you know someone that has a website, they could click on Get Code, and the Get Code is one line of code. It's really simple. So if someone has a blog, they can take this, copy that one line of code, and we tell them place that between the head tags. So they do need to know a little bit there. We probably could put a little mini video there, but anyone that has a website or has a website master, they'll know what that means. So you just simply copy that code, or you click here, click on the button to highlight it, and then right-click and copy it. Now I can copy that code, give it to someone that has a blog or a website. Now they can put that floating capture form anywhere they want. Okay? Now if I go back over here where I was, then I could create a simulator out of this. Let's create a simulator on, let me show you the actual steps now. So if I wanted to walk through this, step 1, I edit the title. So I'm just going to call this, let's say I'm going to put this on the NFL site, NFL.com. Step 2, what's their actual website address? Well, it's NFL.com. Step 3, okay, I'm going to give it a new website address to find it. And then step 4, there's my, again, I can now pick, and I can create an unlimited number of floating capture forms. I want to use top 10 best dog tricks, and I'm going to save changes to the simulator. And now I have just created this unique new link called nfl.powerleadsystemforyou.com. So I'm going to click on that link, and nfl.com should come up. Here it comes up. And then immediately on top of it, here comes my floating capture form with my top 10 best dog videos. Okay? So again, let me pause the video, let it start. Here we go. Pause the video. Okay? I'll let you see a little bit of the dog there. Okay? So again, I typed in share this if you love pets. I typed in make great money sharing videos, and then I can put whatever subheadline I want. I put this video here. I can scroll down here, and again, you can resize this so people don't have to scroll. And then I could have put whatever text I wanted there. And then remember, I wanted name, email address, but phone to be optional. Okay, and then a submit button, and P.S. please share this link with others if you like this. So here's the concept I was sharing. I said, what is the biggest challenge for a lot of people building a home-based business? They're uncomfortable sharing their business opportunity, right? So what if they could post a little text on Facebook or in an email to someone and say, hey, I saw this amazing, cute video. If anyone loves dogs, you got to watch this, and they put this link, okay? Now, instead of having NFL.com behind here, then what they could have is their business website, okay? So what would happen? Anyone that clicked on the link, they were curious, funny dog videos, whatever. Actually, let me see. I'm going to come over here and just click my Facebook page, and this is just purely random. And typically what you're going to see, okay, here's someone with a video, okay, or here's someone else with an image, but I see videos like this all the time. This was actually one I watched today. It was hilarious, called Jeff Gordon Car Chase Prank. So for any of you that saw the Jeff Gordon drive, it was a Pepsi commercial about a year ago. Anyway, here's my point. When you go to YouTube, Facebook as an example, and you see people posting the same videos over and over and over again, you know that those are viral, that people love those videos, that, this lady's sharing it, this lady's sharing it. These things get shared over and over and over again. Here's another, horse one. So you can get the videos in many cases, or find them on YouTube. Okay, so if you say, oh, hey, I want to use this video, and you click on it, and you go, well,
hi, I'm Jeff Gordon.
Let me pause it there. Hey, I don't know how to get the YouTube code. I don't know how to get the code for this because it's on Facebook. I would just go, and I would go to YouTube and type in Jeff Gordon. Sorry, just lost my place there. I'd go there, and I'd type in Jeff Gordon Car Chase Prank. So I would be shocked if it's not there, and I just go Jeff Gordon car chase prank. There it is. I'm sure it's there. We'll find the same exact video. And okay, that was the one from last year. And okay, let's see. This might be the new one. Oh, no, that's the old one. Okay, anyway, just for the sake of time, if you haven't seen the old one, it's hilarious. It's a spoof on this guy is a car salesman, and Jeff Gordon, you know, the NASCAR race car driver, goes in and says he wants to do a test drive. He's disguised so the car salesman doesn't know who he is, and he gets freaked out by the way Jeff Gordon is driving. So what's my point? Find viral videos and then go put those videos in a floating capture form, which you can do again over here, and then you can go create a floating capture form simulator and show someone that video on top of their recruiting site. So what are you doing now? Well, let's go back to Jeff Gardner's report, you know, 7 biggest MLM mistakes, how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, you don't capture leads. So this is one of many ways we can help people and show them, hey, you could put this form on top of your on top of your home-based business website, and now you can be motivating people to enter their contact information. What if I put text that says, you know, discover how you can easily make money from home sharing videos, you know, great, you know, funny videos or pet videos or whatever. You know, enter your information and I'll show you how. Okay? And someone does, and you know, we can create an autoresponder campaign telling them how, you know, with the Power Lead system they could easily do this. Okay, so I'm sure you get the idea. Hope you get the idea there and the power and the value of that. So let me come back here. And so Jeff's got this amazing report. I'm not going to go into all the details, but the 7 biggest MLM mistakes and how to avoid them. What does he do? Like any great marketer that he is, you tell people about the problem and then you give them a solution. So at the bottom, I'll actually show you the bottom of page 1 here. So you don't capture leads. Okay, that's number 1, probably up here. And down here, I'm looking at this backwards. Okay, it's probably around here. Wait, there we go. Is you know, the solution. Okay, so we tell people the problem and then we give them the solution. And what's Jeff's solution? You can create floating opt-in boxes, that's what I just went over, that hover over your company's replicated website, or you can create standalone lead capture pages that can be fully customized for any opportunity. Either way, if your company doesn't include lead capture pages that capture your leads, this is the very first thing you need to do. Blah, 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 blah. And then he goes on, a popular lead capture page creator that many network marketers choose, and the one that gets our #1 recommendation is Power Lead System. Well, guess what? That's in this report. It's all done for you. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff's awesome. He did a great job. But guess what? This little link right here for the Power Lead System, that can be your link. Now, this can be a report that people print out, but it also can be a PDF that you can email. You can let people get when they opt in. There's so many different things you can do. Now, what's another #1 problem for most people? Traffic. So what did Jeff do? He wrote a report, 61 ways to get endless leads and traffic. Awesome. This is a big report, okay? And again, on the bottom of every page can have your information, and people can be clicking on a link to go to your primary business if you want to promote something other than the Power Lead System, or you want them to go to the Power Lead System and promote the Power Lead System. Very excited about it. Speaking of, I mentioned earlier Russell Brunson, where I met Jeff 7 years ago. This is a book I've been paying $80–90, I think like $90 a month to get. .com Secret Labs, split test, just where they show you everything. Okay, so one of the things we found in there, let me see, where's that page? I think it's page 71, was it? Hold on. Sorry, I should have had this flagged. Anyway, yeah, here it is. Okay, let's see if you can see this. So they show a split test between number one, selling a product for $497. Well, guess what? That's our price point. Or having a two-pay option over here. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a two-pay option. What did that do to the results? That boosted the results 217%. Okay, so by literally going with a two-pay option, they boosted their results 217%. So that's one of the things that we're going to do. We're going to allow people to pay for this in two options. They won't get the product if they don't, until they make that second payment if they want to do the two-pay option. So I want to clarify that. Okay. So again, what are we doing? We're releasing a product for $497. Why are we doing that? Well, let's talk about making money. How many people want to make a lot of money? So let me put this over here, and let me show you a spreadsheet that I showed a little bit on the training call last night. Okay, this $497 product that we're calling Master Traffic Academy will pay a $250 commission. Now here's a very key distinction that I didn't realize initially and that you should be really excited about. With the Power Lead system, when you bring people on, you know that every other one of your first 10 sales roll up, pass up, whatever you want to call it, to your sponsor. And then every fifth one thereafter. So when you make your first 10 sales, you've kept 5, but you've passed up 5 to your sponsor. Now, what if one or all 5 of those people that you passed up to your sponsor decide they want to buy the Master Traffic Academy product? Would you lose that $250 commission to your sponsor? No. We're calling these fast start bonuses. The fast start bonuses, we're going to pay out $450 out of the $497. Okay, and there will be no credit card processing taken out of it, and that's exciting too. So what does that mean? That means that $450 is going to be spread out this way. $250 of it is going to go to the person that sponsored someone, whether they're on your pay line or you pass them up. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're going to get $250. Now, to me, what's so exciting about that is what that really means is you just need to make 2 sales. 2 sales, period, and you've covered your $497 product. But what are you getting for $497? You're going to get an amazing product created by Jeff Gardner that this guy's made millions. Okay? You know, like I said, I met him 7 years ago, so he's been doing a lot, I'm sure, in the last, I know he has, I've been watching him the last 7 years, and he could easily charge $497 for his product, but we're also combining in a product from Jeff Mills. Jeff has made Jeff Mills, 2 Jeffs, Jeff and Jeff, right? Just like maybe in Power Networks, Dave and Dave, and we got Jeff and Jeff. We like Jeff and Jeff. Jeff Mills has made over $6 million in the last 14 years marketing online, and he's also creating a very nice product based on traffic. We're going to throw in another product valued at $299 as a bonus, plus these reports. You know, I don't know how many we'll have. We'll have at least 2, the ones Jeff has, and very likely a couple more. Our goal is to launch this April 1st. We're very confident we can do that so that we can have a launch build-up for this. But again, let's look at what does this mean. Here's what we're doing in a blueprint. I showed a little bit of last night on the Google Hangout. If you haven't seen the Google Hangout for the Power Lead system from last night, you can go to plshangout.com. Do it before next Wednesday, March 5th, I think it is, so that you don't have it automatically replaced. But what we were showing people in a doc, I have a 72-page document now called Roadmap to Riches, is how to make $18,000 upfront in fast start bonuses. Now, for a lot of people, $18,000 would, you know, definitely change their whole year. Okay, now to do it in 4 months, how would they do that? They would need to go out and get 4 customers. Just 4. We're not talking about 40 or 400 or 4,000. Just 4. Now we're expecting also, of course, that those 4 people are going to go out and buy that $497 product. And again, we're going to do everything we can to have amazing graphics amazing sales page, amazing videos. We talked about, Neil and I talked about, and I brought it up with Jeff. He likes the idea too, of doing a Google Hangout where we talk to Jeff Mills and Jeff Gardner. Hey guys, you guys have made multiple millions of dollars over the years. Why are you so excited about the Power Lead system? And why were you so excited to create a product that you're making exclusively for the Power Lead system, just donating it to us? And they'll tell why. And then what does the product include? So we'll let them tell you about the product and so forth. So again, you make 4 sales at $250, you're going to make $1,000 in your first month. Now again, for some people that haven't gotten any customers yet, you might think 4 customers at $497. Let me show you a little video, or not a video, a page. Is it over? I think it's over here. Wrong one. Over. Yeah, let me shrink this down and come back to, I showed this on the training last night, and I'm actually putting this in this roadmap to riches. Okay, this is an article, so I give people the link. Okay, this is a 13-year-old girl, 13, okay, not 30, 13, 13-year-old girl. What did she do? She sold, 13-year-old Girl Scout, she sold 117 boxes of Girl Scout cookies in 2 hours. So we're talking about a 13-year-old girl selling 117 boxes, not 17 boxes, 117 boxes in 2 hours. Now, how did she do that? Well, here's a little tip. How many of you have heard the old real estate saying, location, location, location? What she did is she, a savvy Girl Scout, is selling cookies at a cannabis clinic in San Francisco. There's a legal cannabis clinic, surprise, surprise, in San Francisco. And she stood outside, had a table with a whole bunch of Girl Scout cookies, sold out 117 boxes in 2 hours. Okay? 2 hours. So, we're going to show you how you can go get 1 sale a week. That's what we're talking about. 1 sale per week with the Master Traffic Academy. And you do it in the first month, and that's all you do. Now, second month, you don't make any sales, but what we're going to do is help those 4 people that you got in the first month to duplicate what you did so that they each would get 4. They're going to get $250, but you're going to get $100 on every one of those sales for another $1,600. The third month, same thing. You're not going to make any more sales. You're going to help these 16 people. And again, in this 72-page document, it gives specific step-by-step instructions. Okay, there's a lot to it. I had someone. Let me show you. Let me pull this up. Tim Long. Okay. Let me see, where was it? Okay. All right. So I gave him last night, so let me pull this up. His name is Tim, and I gave him the roadmap to riches to get a little ahead of everybody else here for a couple reasons, but one of which, he's an awesome guy. And his father, who's partners with him in a business, I don't think he'd mind me sharing this, had several people who owed him millions of dollars go bankrupt. And his father, who's a man who loves the Lord like he does, him and his wife, who've owned their own home for 38 years, lost it literally today. Okay, so last night I was feeling for this guy. He's like, Michael, you guys, what you have is so amazing. I need to be really successful with this quick. So I sent him the document. Here, this was his comments last night. So he was reading it. We got a document in there on Big Al. He says, incredible accountability training. We've got a section in there about accountability. Why is that so important? Because that's going to help people take action and be accountable to it, and that's what's going to help them be a lot more successful. Goal setting. Wow, you really dug deep on this one. Great and understandable the first time. No need to reread. You're an incredible communicator. Your words flow so as to communicate it at a heart level. Spiritual gifting of teaching I'm sensing here. It's speaking to me on a heart level. Additionally, you spelled out the plan and the vision amazingly well. Warm market, cold market, spot on. I have 4,000 semi-warm market people I could call tomorrow. I bought leads years ago, and I just found a file I had with these numbers and names from people who admitted they needed an opportunity to be presented to them. Wow. Okay, so that was his feedback last night. Again, you know, it's so exciting. I talked to him actually for a little bit today for about 20 minutes. And, you know, here's a guy bought leads, got 4,000 leads just sitting there, but now he's extremely excited because he sees an A to Z plan. Oh, you're going to tell me how to be an accountability partner, to be in an accountability group so that I take more action, I'm held accountable to it so I get more done. You're going to show me how to goal set. You're going to show me how to make my warm market list. You're going to give me a word-for-word script on what to say when I pick up the phone and call people. It's all there and a whole lot more. It's going to get people like Tim really, really excited to take action and go out there and get their 4 sales. And when people see what's in the $497 package, they're going to be sold on making sure that everyone else gets it, not for the income, but the income is really going to get people excited. Why? Because you get 4, and again, you know, you've seen the circles and the numbers in networking for so long, I'm sure, like I have, but that really could help someone earn $18,600 in fast start bonuses in 4 months. That is life-changing money for a lot of people. Now, again, I said you get 4 the first month, months 2, 3, and 4, you don't get any, but hey, what's stopping you starting month 5 to go out and rinse and repeat? So if you go out and do the same thing again, of course, you know, this is, you know, I should throw the quote income disclaimer in here. This is just an example. It's not any guarantee of income. You know, that's up to a lot of different factors, but we're just showing what is possible. What's possible is way more than what's here, okay? And then we say, hey, after month 8, why don't you go rinse and repeat it again one more time? If you did that, you would only be signing up 4 people in month 1, 4 in month 5, 4 in month 9, a total of 12 people over a year, an average literally of 1 person a month, average, okay? Now, we have assumptions that there's duplication here, and some people are going to do absolutely nothing. We all know that, but there are people they're going to bring on board way more than 4 people, okay? So with this example, if you did this, rinse and repeat this 3 times over the course of the year, that's $55,800 up front. We're not talking about residual yet. I have a whole separate, you know, worksheet just for the residual. I'm just talking about upfront money. That's replacing someone's job for some people, okay? But here's again what I said. What if you don't make $55,800, and what if you just made 2 sales in the whole year, and that's all you did? You made $250 times 250, 2 sales at $250. You made $500. You covered your $497 Traffic Academy product. You're going to get a wealth of training and these viral reports that will help you do what? Well, let's go to the residual income, okay? Because in this example, what I'm showing here is that you only get 4 people ever to become a customer at $30 a month. So I'm not having any rinsing and repeating here. I'm just saying, hey, if you go out in month 1 and you just get 4 customers at $30 a month, you keep 2, you pass up 2. You're going to get 20 of the $30 for everybody on your pay line. That's going to give you a $40 a month income there. And so again, what we're showing people in this roadmap to riches is we're focusing on the first 120 days. Why? Because that's when $600 a month residual, that's life-changing for people, okay? Over here in the Fast Start bonuses, $18,600 in upfront money in 4 months, that's life-changing money for a lot of people, okay? But we don't want to stop after month 4, okay? What happens throughout the rest of the year? Well, this column right here is monthly income. This is the month here, month 8, after 8 months, where you just got 4 people and that's all you ever got, okay? After 8 months, you're at a 5-figure residual monthly income. Okay, and again, they're going to be people that will do nothing, absolutely nothing, but they're going to be people that they're going to get way more than 4 people. Why? I showed you the floating capture form. That alone you know, for the right marketers, people with a list, they could put that out and get, you know, dozens, if not hundreds of people on one email, one webinar, etc., to sign up as customers. Okay, and we have so much more. All right, so you know, what if it took someone a year, and of course they're going to think, I could never make $163,000 in a month, but what if they made just 10% of that, or $16,000? Or what if they only made 1% of that, or $1,600 in a month? That for a lot of people is their house payment. Okay, $1,600 a month extra is, again, serious life-changing income. Okay, so I'm going to show one thing I showed last night as well. This is a comparison chart that one of our affiliates, John Ahmed, created to show you the value here of the Power Lead system. He compared it to other email programs. Why do we do that? Well, because other email programs charge as much or more money, and they don't have but a fraction of the functionality that we have. Okay, so for example, so he compared the different services here. Now he starts getting into the features here, and like the floating capture form that I just showed you, none of these other email services have that. Aweber doesn't have it. Okay, Constant Contact doesn't have it. iContact doesn't have it. GetResponse doesn't have it. MailChimp doesn't have it. This is a huge value, this feature right here alone. Okay, the ability to have the free lead system to generate leads. I am doing zero marketing. Okay, I have a Facebook group with close to 50,000 people, but I have that redirecting to someone else. That's not even going to me. I am doing zero, absolutely zero marketing. The only marketing I do is when one of you, an affiliate, calls me and says, hey, can you help me out with someone? Okay, but literally, I'll show you. Let me come over to here. I'll bring this over here, and I'll just show you. Did a quick little search, and come back over and show my email. And I don't know if you can see how well you can see this, but this is, you know, Priceless. You have a new PLS affiliate. So I got 3 today. No work on my own. Okay, but here's the ones I really like. Priceless, a free member. This is from a free lead system member. Just upgraded to PLS affiliate and was passed up to you. Here's another free member. So today's the 27th, 3 days ago. Priceless, a free member, just upgraded to PLS affiliate and was passed up to you. Okay, those are the ones that I really love. Here's another one 3 days before that. Michael, a free member, has just upgraded to affiliate. Okay, the day before that, a free member just upgraded to PLS affiliate and was passed up to you. So what's my point? The free lead system, this system right here, giving away free lead system. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing it. Let me come back. I just realized you weren't seeing that. The free lead system over here, you know, none of these other email services have that. This comes with the Power Lead system. When anyone's a customer, this can help people generate a lot of leads and on a viral nature. Okay, because the way it works is you give out a link to your free lead system, and anyone that wants their own free lead system enters their contact information to get it. They get it free forever. What's the value proposition of that? Free forever, great price. It's a lead generating system. Hey, I need it. Great deal. Now, if they don't upgrade and become a customer, then every other lead that they generate is being passed up to you. So not only do we create a system that makes it really easy for anyone using the Power Lead system to generate their own leads, but then it's like putting it on steroids, because now everyone that they have sign up for the free lead system does one of two things. They either don't upgrade, and then when that person, let's call him Joe, goes out and puts out their link to the free lead system so that Joe can create leads, every other lead that Joe creates is automatically passed up to this person. If the person does upgrade, then down here, our commission, we talk about recurring commission in an affiliate area over here. With the Power Lead system, you get 20 out of $30, or roughly 67% commission for everybody on your pay line. Okay? And again, once you hit 10, and we'll show people how to easily do that, then you keep 4 out of every 5 people on your pay line. 4 out of every 5 people, you're getting 67% commission. A lot of network marketing companies pay 2%, 5%, 10%. You got to wait till you get to level 8 or 10 or 15 or whatever to get a 20, 25% commission maybe. We don't do that. Plus, we have a 50% match. What's that all about? Well, that means anyone like that, you give out the free lead system, the person decides to upgrade. You know, I could give out a free lead system to Tom, who gives out a free lead system to Dick, who gives out a free lead system to Harry, yada, yada, yada. 1,000 levels down, someone else gets a free lead system. They decide to upgrade and become a customer, or better yet, an affiliate, and then 20 of their $30 is going to come all the way upline to the very first affiliate. And if that's me, 1,000 levels up, I get that $20. I get 67% commission on that person. But now, if that person goes out and markets and they go out and earn $500 a month or $1,000 a month, I'm going to get a 50% match on what they earn on their pay line. That's huge. What does AWeber do? They pay 30% commission only on your direct sales. Okay. What does Constant Contact do? They pay a $2 to $50 one-time commission. That's it. Same thing. iContact, up to $125 one-time commission. That's it. Get Response pays 33% commission, but only on your direct sales. Okay. What do? We say unlimited levels because I could have Tom sign up underneath me as a customer, but now Tom tells Dick, and Dick, let's say Dick was his second sale, Dick rolls up to my pay line, okay? And Dick goes out and tells people, and every other person Dick tells, they roll up to my pay line, and so on and so forth. So it acts like it's unlimited, but people are on my pay line and paying me 67% commission, plus, everyone I personally sponsor, again, I get that 50% match, okay? We pay weekly, these other two pay monthly, and the others don't pay at all. And then we do have, of course, our affiliate fee, $23.97 a month. Okay? So there's so much to what we have to offer here. Guys, I'm very, very excited about what is coming up. So what's my suggestion to you? My suggestion to you is to go out and start seriously sharing the Power Lead system with people before April 1st. Why? Because the more people you have in Power Lead system, the more that they can tell and the more that those people can tell, etc., then you're going to position yourself to make some really nice income. Let me show you, actually, wrong one here. There we go. Let me show one more image here. I verbally told you this, but I just want to show a minor image here. So let's say this is you. This guy over here on the left where my mouse is, okay? This is you. And you've got 4 people that you brought into the Power Lead system. And it doesn't matter, again, maybe Mary and John, your first and third people, are on your pay line, and Bob and Sue have rolled up and they're underneath your sponsor for the $20 a month, right? But you sponsored all 4 of these people. So when it comes to the Master Traffic Academy, the $497 product, when each of these people buy it, you're going to get $250 from Mary when she buys it. You're going to get $250 from Bob when he buys it. You're going to get $250 from John, $250 from Sue, because you sponsored these people. Again, even though your first and your third sale stayed on your pay line for the the $20 a month commission plan, and Bob and Sue, your second and fourth sale, rolled up to your sponsor, and your sponsor got the $20 a month on Bob and Sue, and you were earning the 50% match on all 4 of them. What's different, again, about the Master Traffic Academy is it goes by who enrolled these people. So you enrolled Mary, Bob, John, and Sue. Okay, you're going to get $250 off each of these people, but what does your sponsor get? Well, your sponsor is going to get $100 off every one of those sales. Okay? And your sponsor's sponsor is going to get $50 from those sales, and your sponsor's sponsor is going to get $50 also. That's, again, paying out $450 out of the $497. So again, Why is this important? Let's imagine the person up at the top is you. You go out and get one new person into the free lead system, and they go out and make, 4 sales for the Master Traffic Academy. You just made $100 off each one of those sales that your person went out and did. Okay, and that of course is just the tip of the iceberg. So guys, you want to get busy. You want to get as many people into the Power Lead system as quickly as possible. And then actually I will show a little bit of the roadmap to riches. Let's talk about, let's see, I'm going to show this part here. Okay. Step 6, there's 6 steps, and in step 6 we're going to focus on how people can earn $10,000 per month in 8 months or less, okay? Because the upfront money is really great. We talk about that in another part of this, and the focus of this is going to be, again, the Master Traffic Academy. This stuff in blue, you guys are seeing something that literally only a couple people have seen. And this is not finished yet, but it is 77 pages now. I've been busy boy, and I got a lot of help from a lot of key people, so thank you very much. So in this step, I'm just going to read a little bit, show a little bit, and then I got to close it down. We're going to give the details how to generate a 5-figure monthly residual income. In order to make that a reality, we're assuming you've done the previous 5 steps. If you haven't done them, click here. So that's why we use this little icon throughout it, and the click here will take them back to the table of contents and just say, hey, go through steps 1 through 5. And this is just a strategy that Tony Robbins did in his personal power program. Had a 30-day program. At the end of day 1, he said, hey, here's 2 action items I want you to do. And then at the beginning of day 2, he came back and said, hey, welcome back to day 2. How'd you do with the 2 action items from yesterday? If you haven't done them, go back and finish your action items from yesterday. This is not about just getting more information. Yes, you will get a lot of new information, but it's about taking action on the information you learn. And that's the same thing in this. I'm not trying to make this a 1-page document, but we do have some ideas for 1-page reports, and we'll share that later. Matter of fact, Jeff, the link that you showed me from that company showed me what was their best producing capture page, and it was one giving away a report, and it was a 1-page report because people don't want to have to watch a long video or this or that, the other. So that great ideas. So thank you very much for sending what you did. So anyway, let's continue on. Okay, in step 6, we're going to cover the following topics. Well, I just started with this one, the vision of how to earn $10,000 a month in 8 months or less. So I showed you this graph, so you guys have already seen this, but for people that haven't, I reminded them, and this is clickable, where they can go back to step 1, where we show them how to make $600 a month residual in 4 months. Okay, but that didn't continue to show what happens from months 5 to 12. So we show that here, and then we talk about, as you can see from the spreadsheet, getting to $10,200 per month occurs in 8 months, and then we have our little disclaimer, and then we're going to show the key with the chart above is that you want to earn enough residual income that you can count on month after month, as that's what's going to give you the lifestyle you've desired, so you can live your dream. Now, the idea that I got today, I just put this in this place here. I showed this actually on the Google Hangout a little bit last night, but we're not going to have the $1 million napkin, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this the Live Your Dream Now business model. And Ryan Deiss created this, by the way, so I want to always give credit where credit's due. I thought it was phenomenal. His concept was, if you can't write your business plan down on a napkin, then it's way too complicated. And from a guy that's been in the industry, over 35 years, made 7 figures in 5 or 6 different companies, he gave me this phrase: expose, involve, upgrade. So we're going to redo this, and we're going to have our own. This won't be Ryan Deiss's, this will be our own. We're going to call it the Live Your Dream Now business model. What is the Live Your Dream business model? Well, it starts out with exposing. So we're going to have, very likely, here's what we're going to have. We're going to have a box here, and this box on the left, first box here will be expose. And we're going to have a green number 1 probably over here to show them. Step 1 is to expose. Well, what do you want to do? You want to expose as many people as possible to your business. That's a great business model, right? Well, how do we do that with the Power Lead system? We do that one of 2 ways, but a very easy and inexpensive, and actually a free way in many cases, is to give away the free lead system forever. Okay, that's the expose part. Okay. Now, once we've done that, then this second box is going to be the involve box. And that's where we, as a company, are going to send out automated emails. We're going to educate people, give them links in these automated emails to videos on web pages to educate them about the value. What's the value of the floating capture form? What's the value of creating unlimited lead capture pages? We're going to take some of these concepts that Jeff wrote up, the 7 biggest MLM mistakes and how to avoid them, and we're going to show them what are the common biggest mistakes that people have in their marketing and how do you overcome it with the Power Lead system. Okay, so that involved component of it will be here, all done for you. Now, of course, the more you involve yourself in following up with your prospects, whether you pick up the phone, email them, whatever you do, the more success you're going to have. But if you didn't want to do any of that, we're going to have that all automated for you. And then the third box down here, this third box, I don't know if you're seeing this with my mouse, I'm not having a pointer or whatever, but the third box down here will be the upgrade. Okay, so what will be the upgrade? Well, the upgrade is where someone goes from being a free lead system member to becoming a Power Lead system customer and or affiliate if they choose to, at becoming a customer at $30 a month. And then we're going to draw, we're going to do this very likely in a circle. Okay, so like a clock, going from 12 o'clock will be where you expose people, 3 o'clock will be where we do the involvement, 6 o'clock will be where people upgrade, and underneath the upgrade, we're going to have at the very bottom underneath that, that's where we're going to have live your dream now. See, when people upgrade and pay $30 a month to become a customer, and you get $20 a month out of that for everybody on your pay line, plus they're passing up customers to you, plus you're getting a 50% match, that's the continuity. That's the money that you can count on month after month after month, and that's what most people want. They want now money, okay, let's make no mistakes about that. But what they really want is, they say, hey, yeah, it'd be great to make $18,600 in 4 months, but if it all went away, I couldn't quit my job. I need to know that I can make 5 figures a month or whatever their amount is. I want to make $5,000 a month because I want to quit my job. I want to retire my wife so she can come home and quit her job, whatever it might be. So again, 12 o'clock will be exposed, 3 o'clock involved, and we'll automate a lot of that for you. 6 o'clock will be where people upgrade and become a customer through the emails will drip on them with links to web pages that have videos that educate them about the most common mistakes in marketing and how we overcome them with the Power Lead system. People upgrade. Underneath that 6 o'clock upgrade box, we're going to probably have some nice images of lifestyle and just arrows going from the upgrade box down to the lifestyle. When people upgrade, that's what creates your lifestyle. Then at 9 o'clock, we're going to have a box for the quote, what Ryan has here, the big ticket offer. That is going to be the Master Traffic Academy. We're going to show people, hey, once you upgrade and become a customer, if you decide you really want to be serious and make a lot more money, even if you're not an affiliate, you should buy the Master Traffic Academy. Why? If you're a real estate agent, if you're a doctor, dentist, lawyer, you're a network marketer, you're an internet marketer, you're an affiliate marketer, guys, the more you learn about traffic generation and having viral reports to do it for you, you're going to sell more of whatever you're selling. So when people do that, then we're going to have an arrow from the 9 o'clock back to the 12 o'clock. Why? What you do with the money you make from that big ticket offer is put it back into advertising and getting more exposure to step 1, the expose step here. So I want to give the Lord all the credit for this, and my good buddy George Madu is on the call with me today, and Tim Long, who I talked to, as I mentioned, the guy that I sent this entire document to, because these ideas came to me while I was going over this with them. So I'm very confident we can make a much nicer looking business model that'll fit on a napkin, that will show people you expose as many people to your business, and we can do that through the free lead system. That's unique, very valuable, and can get you viral exposure. Then we're going to do the part of dripping on people with follow-up emails, with links in there to web pages, with videos to educate people about the biggest mistakes in marketing and how we make it easy for you to overcome them. The natural byproduct of that is there'll be a button underneath those videos that say click here to upgrade. There'll be a link in the emails, click here to upgrade. People come and upgrade down here at 6 o'clock. Again, underneath that we'll have live your dream and maybe some beautiful images, and then they get directed from there up to 9 o'clock, which will be, hey, buy the Master Traffic Academy. Boom, you just made $250, and now you can leverage making some nice upfront money from that person, and then you take that $250 if you're smart and pump it right back into you know, getting as much exposure as possible to this. Why? Because the whole goal is, as I showed up here, is to get to, you know, growing your business so that you have a nice monthly residual income that you can count on. This is something, guys, I'm very, very excited about. The more work we're doing on this, the more we're getting people like Jeff graciously, you know, very successful people donating their time, their efforts, the reports they've written, their ideas. So I'm very confident if you're serious and you want to put in some effort, you can do extremely well. So we will be communicating with you in the next few weeks to give you confirmation of that April 1st goal that we feel confident we can meet for launching this, so that we can do a proper launch on this, create some buzz about this, get a lot of exposure, and then, guys, you know, there's a lot of opportunity. So with that, it's been a long call. I want to thank you so much. The link, if you haven't seen the link, let me get that link for myself. Within a minute at the most, should be after this call, you'll have this recording if you want to share this with anyone, even though this is a private training call for our certified trainers. So thank you all very much. Let me know how I can best support you. Let me see if there's anything typed in the chat. Rick said Master Traffic Academy is a brilliant title. Thank you, Rick. Jeff said, wow, awesome. Can't wait. It's March. Marketing madness. Love that for Jeff Gardner. Filling up my PLS business in preparation for Master Traffic Academy. Cool. So thank you guys for your comments. Let's see. I think someone else just posted something else. I missed it. Okay, anyway, I got to run, but thank you all. God bless you. We do a prayer call every Friday. If you'd like to join us, please do. And let us know how we can best support you. Let us know how we can make this better. Good night.